Hello, Nat here. Let's check out what's been making news. The UK will open its doors to nearly 3 million people who live in Hong Kong after controversial new laws were announced in the region. Here's Charlotte with more.
We made clear, Mr. Speaker, that if China continued down this path, we would introduce a new route for those with British national overseas status to enter the UK.
It's a big offer from the UK to the people of Hong Kong. It comes after a controversial new security law was passed there by China's government. Many people worry it'll be used to limit their freedom and target protesters. And in the streets of Hong Kong, there was an immediate reaction. We've seen a lot of scenes like this in Hong Kong recently. While it's technically a part of China, it also has its own flag, currency, laws and government, and a lot of people there want to keep it that way. Now the UK's announced that Hong Kongers who are eligible to hold a British national overseas passport can move there, work or study for 5 years and eventually apply for citizenship.
China, through this national security legislation, is not living up to its promises to the people of Hong Kong. We will live up to our promises to them.
Australia wants to do something similar.
We are considering very actively in the proposals that I asked to be brought forward several weeks ago.
While not everyone will take up the offer, some say it's a good chance to start over.
I do encourage those people to make a new life for themselves. I'm very grateful.
Life's looking very different for a lot of Victorians today. Strict lockdowns are in force across 36 suburbs of Melbourne, and police checkpoints have been set up to make sure people aren't going in or out of COVID hotspots unless they absolutely have to.
I think it is that emotional roller coaster. It's a hard blow to deal with.
Now, what's as loud as a lawnmower and can fly? A flying lawnmower. And also magpies. Now, new research has found that they're also pretty impressive communicators.
Tonight on Bird Voice Australia, we're looking for the loudest, most impressive singing bird in the country, and we might just have found a top contender.
Yep, if there was a bird singing competition, according to new research, magpies could win.
Let's see what our expert has to say.
They're one of the most complex, vocally complex songbirds in the world. And this is the first time it's been reported that males and females call differently. We've found that females call a lot more often than males, and they call at much higher maximum and minimum frequency than males.
The research also found they can sing for up to 70 minutes, reaching volumes above 80 decibels. That's as loud as a lawnmower. And get this, their songs are nearly as complex as basic human language. Impressive, but do they get the public vote?
They're gorgeous. They sing, they're beautiful song.
They sing their heads off and poo all over our furniture, so they're not welcome visitors here.
Oh, I reckon they'd be in with a real shot, if this show actually existed.
Now, it's time to jump on the old interwebs to find out what people are reacting to. It's time for People React. An expert was giving an interview on British TV when all of a sudden her daughter came crashing in. But she just picked herself up and carried on. However, so did her daughter.
I'm good, thank you. What's his name? I'm just telling you what's his name.
His name's Christian.
You've probably seen this logo around. It's the iconic symbol for Australian made. But the internet roared to life when this logo was unveiled, with many afraid the kangaroo was getting the boot, including a New South Wales Polly. It was all a big misunderstanding though. It'll be used at promotional events, not on products. In case you're wondering, it's meant to resemble Australia's native golden wattle, but the internet mostly thinks it looks a bit like a virus. Oh well. A TikTok user noticed something strange while watching an episode of Glee, and I think we'll just let this one speak for itself.
That's a dummy. That's a dummy. Those are all dummies.
That's all we've got time for today. We'll see you on the interwebs.